Oh, through political correctness, we can see life as it may be. That world hidden from you and me. I just laugh and start to sing. Ha 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 ha! It's sideshow infotainment, politicians and news anchors, and talking points that make my eardrums bleed. Oh, that Game of Thrones is what they play. A house of cards just day by day. The voters lose in every way. It's just like I always say. It's sideshow infotainment, politicians and news anchors, and talking points that make my eardrums bleed. Yeah. Joe Biden has quite the past, with classified documents all up his ass. His garage will be searched again in the past. It's all a joke and I'm just laughing last. Listen, I can't make this stuff up. It's sideshow infotainment, politicians and news anchors, and talking points that make my eardrums bleed. The most trusted puppet in media is me. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman.
I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You know, you read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before. Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't start to think if they should.
Well, it's about that time. It's about that time where we talk about what we learned today. And that's one to learn with. Yeah, it's one to learn with. We did learn that Joe Biden did have classified documents, and they never said anything about it. They found out back on November the 2nd. They didn't, and that was a couple of days before the midterms. They didn't say anything about it. And of course, well, now we know that there was a second set, but it was safe because it was locked in his garage next to his Corvette, because that's a safe place to put classified documents. What else do we have going on? Oh yes, yeah. The toy community is going bananas. They're going bananas because it seems that the Masters of the Universe license, which we all knew was going away and going to be taken under by Universal. And next thing you know, there's a YouTuber that came out, said that it was going, and it's like I said, it put the whole toy community in a tizzy. One of the things, like I said, that you need to make sure that you realize is the fact that Mattel has not come out with any statement. They haven't come out with any statement saying, no, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. So until we do see a statement, the facts remain that the Masters of the Universe license that we all know is going to Universal Studios in April. The question is that the Masters of the Universe lines will probably go and continue through the end of this year, with, like I said, Eternia being the nice icing on the cake for everybody who's a big fan of shirtless guys in loincloths. Hey, listen, you can go ahead and like shirtless guys in loincloths. That's fine. But of course, as we all know, I'm a fan of Skeletor. So maybe we should be talking about the death of Skeletor. Of course, we know it's not going to be the death of Skeletor, specifically if McFarlane gets the license. If McFarlane gets the license, then not only will you have one Skeletor, but you'll have about 500 Skeletors, because they'll all be variants. And then what's going to happen to your checkbook, right? What else? What else is going on? Yes, that's right. Well, there's been a lot of things happening. You know that Philly, the last time that Philadelphia had a snowless winter was over 50 years ago. And there's no snowflakes in sight coming soon. So if you want to have nice snowy weather, don't go to Philadelphia. So that's one thing. Oh, here's an interesting one. FBI informants who marched with the Proud Boys on January 6th will testify for defense. Well, hey, that's great. You know, another thing that comes to mind is you remember that the leak of the Supreme Court. With that they were going to cancel Roe v. Wade. Yeah, Supreme Court investigators still haven't cracked that leak case yet either. What's going on over there? So, well, remember I was talking earlier about Elon Musk and Twitter. Musk faces fraud trial over Tesla tweet. So that's going to be very interesting. You know, here's another report. 96% of workers are looking for a new job. So are you looking for a new job? Oh, that's what it says. Yeah, 96% of workers are looking for a new job in 2023. Largely in search of better pay, according to a recent report by Monster.com. Job hopping is widely considered the best way to give your salary a boost. So it's phenomenally high, one expert says. Nearly half or 40% of job seekers say they need higher income. Job hopping is the best way to improve your career prospects and pay. So let's see here. What else do we got going on? Oh, yeah. Although there's a chance that the job market will cool as recession fears take hold, recent government data shows the U.S. labor market is still strong with a record low unemployment of 3.5%. First quarter of the year is always a good time to look because fiscal budgets have been replenished. So, despite recent reports of extensive layoffs, some industries continue to do very well. And if cuts are going to happen, they're typically planned months and months in advance. So, but the other things that they consider besides salary, before accepting a new job, you may be getting paid more, but it's important to vet that opportunity. These experts advise that consider all aspects of the new job and how it measures up. It's not always apples to apples. But 96%. So as far as my job here today is almost over. So, of course, how do you get in touch with me? At Sam Newsman on Instagram, at Sam Newsman on TikTok, at Sam Newsman on Twitch with a verified blue check mark, at Sam Newsman on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. No, Twitter with a verified check mark. I said Twitch, didn't I? Anyways, like I said, we'll be back next week here for the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real puppet, from the most trusted puppet in media. Reporting since Roswell, I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday Morning.